Welcome back. We've got another exciting day. I've got a new addition to the tools in my shed. I picked this bad boy up off eBay for $199 and it came with a box with a bunch of dent pulling nails in it. You can get a cheaper one for $156 with less nails, but I gave this a quick go on a dent I had under this sill here, and it is awesome. So I'm going to walk you through this one. This is, I don't know what's really happened here, but there's a big dent. It's been pushed up under the sill. Don't know if you can really see it, but something's come along here and scratched it up pretty bad. Let's push that right in. Also here as well. Much larger dent there. There we go, which needs to come out. But we'll work on this one here. We're just going to weld a couple of these nails, maybe 4 of them along that dent, and then we're just going to use the slide hammer that it came with to pull them out. There's better explanations of this all over the internet for dent pullers, so I'm just going to do it. You're more than welcome to watch. It's very important to clean the surface really well first. I choose to use the kind of paint stripper wheels. They get the paint off really well, but they don't affect the metal. I use it on a grinder as well. These are absolutely phenomenal. They don't take any product off the metal, but they strip down all the paint really, really quick. I'll leave a nice smooth surface to work on. So here we've got our dent puller gun, I guess. Stick a little tip in, which is made of, I guess, like brass, so it doesn't actually weld itself to the steel. Get yourself one of the, this is a 2mm nail with a little stud head on it, straight in there. These 2 prongs have to sit against the steel, and it has to be a good contact surface, so if there's paint, it won't work. Basically push it up against it, hold it down for like 4 or 5 seconds, and this tip welds itself to the steel. We're going to put probably 4 of these along this, this dent. It looks like it's actually scratched up against something, so there's a bit of a line there that I can follow. And then we'll pull that out and see what else we have to do. We might have to add a few more just to make things a bit neater. Let's go. One. Alright, there's 5 nails that we've put in here. I'm just hoping that there's not much debris and matter within the side of this panel, because I'd hate for the inside of this to catch fire. I've got my hose nearby anyway if I do start to see an excessive amount of smoke. Right now it just kind of, a little bit of smoke is just coming out of these holes, so as long as nothing in there catches fire, we're good. So now we get a little slide hammer. This particular one, you twist. I'll show you the inside of it first. So it's got just a typical, you've seen these before, right? As they screw down, the top pinches together and holds whatever in there real tight. Kind of like the tip of a Dremel. That goes in there, this goes on top. And we're just gonna put it over one of these. Give it a, you don't have to do this tight either, I found out. Just a couple of little turns by hand, just like that, and we're good to go. And just gentle taps. You don't want to just be reefing on the thing until you slowly move this dent out. So that's come out pretty good already. So I'll give this a couple more taps, a couple more pulls, and then I'll grind them off and I'll reattach some right in the middle, and just to make sure it's evenly popped out. But that is, wow, that's almost flush. I can't feel any wobbles through the steel there. Very slight through the top here, or through the middle. So we'll give this just a couple more taps. And that's going to be enough for round one. Now I'll grind them all off and reapply a few more just to get the little areas in between. So now I can actually feel the leftover dents that I need to pull out, which are literally just between all of the original studs. So I'll get those new ones in there. That's awesome, so let's grind these off. Alright, so this is what we're left with here. Very, very minor dents through the panel. You can kind of see there on my reflection, but only very minor. Now I could very well put one more stud there, so I could pull that one out, and that one out, which is just kind of like the leftover. Considering this was almost 5 to 10 mil pushed in with the dent where the car had run up against something and really pushed it in, kind of like this one. That dent puller's worked really, really well. So I'm going to now hit this with some etch primer, and it can just sit there for a bit until I'm ready to work on it again. And I have to continue doing the rest of the car. So I've got this one to do. I've got a little bit here that needs to be redone. And I'm sure there's other places that really need it. This side's actually pretty good. This side here is really straight. There's no dings in that at all. So I'm over the moon with this dent puller from eBay. Like I said, it was $199. It was in Australia, and it only took... When did I buy it? I bought it 2 days ago. So yeah, 2 sleeps and I got it. And it works really well. There's plenty of nails there that you can buy individually anyway. And there you go. That was just a little quick video of my new toy. I think they're absolutely worthwhile for areas that you can't get to the back side of. So, you know, these sills are ideal for this situation where you can't get to the back of the sheet metal to panel beat it out. These dent pullers are worth their weight in gold for this. The last thing you want to do is fill a dent like that with 200 mil of bog or bondo. It would just be dodgy as. So the only way to do it properly is either cut it out, which it doesn't need to be cut out, and replate it, or get yourself a dent puller. That'll do. See you in the next one.